I'll show you guys something pretty darn cool. If you've ever seen any of those maybe bed mattresses in the hospital that kind of just do some minimal lifts and shifts for you, there is a very similar technology that they put into a cushion, and it's called the Ease cushion. So there is a nice high quality foam base, but on top of that it has air bladders, and they run across the entire top of the cushion, and every other one is going to actually air up together. So as it's fully lifting your weight, it's going to give you full relief on the opposing sections, so that will then deflate, and then the other sections will air up, and it'll alternate back and forth that way. The best part though is that we took this technology one step further, and we connected it to an app on your phone. On the app, I can actually control, I don't know if you can see it,
That's
awesome. You can actually control how soft or firm the cushion is. You can control how often it moves. I can actually monitor the cushion, how long I've been sitting. I can monitor how it's moving. I can even monitor my own health.
And it keeps track of how you feel based on what your settings were at, right?
Absolutely. So a lot of times too, when you are stuck into a chair, it can become difficult if you need to make some type of an adjustment. So even as a caregiver, somebody that you love, helping them out of their chair so you can make a full adjustment to the cushion, especially if they're uncomfortable. Being able to pick up your phone and make it feel softer after they've been sitting all day is a miracle. Being able to make it move more often or firmer, just providing that blood flow to them, especially no matter what. It doesn't matter if you have an air cushion, a foam cushion, a gel cushion. The biggest problem is if you're seated and there's no movement, you're going to have pooled blood. You're going to have pain, you're going to have stiffness, you're going to end up having issues with pressure sores, age, all that stuff doesn't really matter. The truest problem is not having movement. So the only way to help that is to provide movement.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's not just for disabled people. You can use it if you're able-bodied and you drive a lot.
No, actually, anybody who sits has the exact same problem. The only difference between an able-bodied person is I can get up if I'm in extreme pain. Now, if I can't get up, that's where the real damage starts to happen. But anybody who sits longer than an hour is in pain. I actually used one on my drive here, and it was about 6.5 hours, and I only stopped once. And when I got out of the car, I was just walking, and I did feel a little bit tired, but I wasn't stiff. I wasn't in pain. I wasn't very, just in agony like I think I normally would have been. So providing that extra blood flow. Even for truck drivers, it keeps them more alert. They actually use this technology for pilots. The U.S. Air Force did a heavy, extensive research, and they use this exact same technology for their fighter pilots because they're in a plane for 16 to 18 hours. So that's also pretty great.
Well, thank you, Erika. I appreciate that.
You're so very welcome. Thank you.